And I'm Charlie Hild with Hild Brothers Show Stock in Webster City, Iowa, and welcome to our barn. So right now we are in our sale facility that also tandems as a AI facility as well. And so right now we're kind of set up for our summer AI program. These will be the recovery pens over here, and you'll kind of notice we have brushed cement anywhere where sheep would have contact with their feet just to help with slippage. And then we have drains everywhere that we can wash and sterilize things. We're big on cement, just from a biosecurity standpoint. This also tandems as a sale facility, so it's completely set up different. But when we have our sale, we set our sale block there in the corner, and then we horseshoe chairs around that, and then we live stream it on all the TVs throughout. So as it gets fairly crowded in sales, you can tell which lot is selling. So in here, this would more specialize as our surgery suite. You notice all the walls, it's like a PVC paneling that we can wash. In our past barn, we had treated lumber. We really focused in here of having the sorting pens back there, and the only door that dirty air comes through is the door that the animals come from the outside. We would flow them through from each sire group. We would catch them here, flip them onto the table. We take them over here and then we shear, and then the sheep would pass through, they're essentially freezer flaps, and they would go to the other side. The reproductive group would set up over there, and then when we do all of our surgeries, they get done, they come back through this freezer flap here. We would treat them with their antibiotics and sprays, and then they have the option to either go down the alleyway here, and then they would go back into the recovery pens.
So here on the Hild Ranch, we're at the northern part of the farm in what we call our north barn, which is just honestly a large staging area depending on the time of the year. One thing that I really like that we did on this barn as opposed to how we originally did our other barn is having a big creep area so that people can get off and view the sheep. We do have the concrete feedlot style feeders in here, so if we ever decide to move into like a haylage or a silage diet, we do have the capability of doing that. You can see the lined walls there, that is see-through, and so when you get into the winter and it's a cold day, like those babies will just line where that sunlight comes through. And so if they have that and they feel good, they perform good, they grow good, we're always trying to have the health of the animal at mind at all times. What the design layout is we back up to this other door. They are unloaded into here. We got a divide gate that we can push and divide if it's a big group, and then they will get pushed through our chute here. It will automatically catch, but we usually just manual catch everything because we like to kind of have them situated certain ways.
All right, so this will be an apartment within the north barn that we use for housing interns, and then also when we do our repro days throughout the summer, RSG and their vets would stay here, so it provides just housing and for clients that travel a long ways, which is a nice place for people to stay to where we don't have to power clean our house real quick. So right now we are in what we call the Double L, which is the lambing lounge, which is a dual purpose as kind of a facility for us to stay during the lambing season, also a local gathering point. We have security cameras that tandem as lambing barn cameras as well, so it loops into all the cameras that go to all of our facilities for not only security purposes, but for during lambing season. It's amazing. This is probably the room that gets utilized the most out of the entire farm. So in here, this was the original surgery room when we first built this barn, and now we've just turned it into a clipping room. We would have our milk machine in here in the winter. Yeah, it's a nice climate control room that we can always clip no matter what time of the year. So now we'd be in the barn that we call the lambing barn. This would have been one of the first barns that we built new in 2016. It's kind of set up in our summer setup right now, but these would be our two drop pens. We would build lambing jugs along the entire perimeter and then continue to build them off the back wall. We use these to bring up ewes off of pasture to empty them out before AI as well.
Welcome to our buck barn. This has always been my dream, to have a center alley buck barn, to give them a space where they're able to grow. When we're shipping as much semen as we are, they need to have an environment that's, conducive to that. And last year we would have actually put in this AC system, and so that has helped a lot as we get into the brutal months of, July and August when we are shipping the most.
Hi, I'm Monica Hild. I work here at Hild Brothers. I have many different roles. One of them is a lot of stuff in the Semen lab, but I also do a lot of the book work, account work, data management, all the photography and social media management. I will take you into the Semen lab. We've retrofitted a pretty small space to do our semen work, but pretty much what we need is somewhere that's clean, it's out of direct sunlight, and something that we can keep pretty temperature controlled.
I'm Tanner Hild,
I'm Charlie Hild.
And I'm Monica Hild.
and we're Hild Brothers. Thanks for visiting our barns.